Ladies and gentlemen, the baby is here.
Our little burrito baby.
Welcome back to the PS and
Jess.
podcast. We're here to talk today about a little burrito we found on the side. It was a little chimichanga, but we
Chimichanga.
finally had our baby.
Yeah.
Ezra was born on Wednesday, February 8th at 12:14 in the afternoon. He weighs 7 pounds, 6 ounces, and
Yep.
he's 18 and a half inches long.
Yep.
Man.
He's a little dude, but I guess like that's considered big as a baby. I don't know. They're like,
Oh no,
oh,
he's
he's
so
kind
tiny.
of. Yeah. I was like, I don't know. It doesn't seem big, but.
Yeah. I'm I cannot tell you
Mm.
how proud I am
Oh,
of you.
thank you.
Guys, I need you to understand something, right? I have witnessed firsthand what it's like to see a baby be born. Oh, hold on. Before I even go any further, if you have any kids around you and you're listening to this in a car, might want to save this podcast for later because we're gonna get a little graphic.
Yeah, this is the birth
Okay,
story, so we gotta
it's the birth
gotta
story.
say it all.
Yeah. So, um, yeah, just a heads up, it's gonna get kind of nasty. So,
Yeah.
be in a good space. So, um,
Yeah. It started Sunday. Because we were due Friday on the 3rd, and he's like, nah, I'm not ready. And then Sunday, yeah, I had like the little bloody show or whatever. And then it was like Sunday night, I feel like I was starting to get like contractions. Like, it was like super light in like my stomach, and then like a little bit of back pain.
before we go uh, further, explain what a bloody show is? Because I know what a bloody show is now, but I didn't know. I mean, I have before we had Ezra, I had 3 kids. I'd never heard of the bloody show.
I think it's just like the like rupturing of the membrane. So it was just like the cervix was starting to do its thing, softening. So that's what the blood was. Like blood and mucus coming out a little
Hmm.
bit.
That was that on Sunday morning, I think, or was it Saturday morning?
No, it was Sunday.
Yeah, it was Sunday.
Yeah.
Because then I went to work,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah, and then I texted you later. I was like, "Hey,
yeah,
don't."
what exactly? Tell everybody what exactly you said in that
I was
text.
like, "Hey, don't be like worried or like scared or anything." I was like, "I think I might have started contractions, but I was like, you don't have to leave work early or anything. I'm fine." And then
And
you're like calling me every like 10 minutes to
yeah,
make sure I'm
I started
fine.
calling her every 10 minutes to make
I'm
sure
like,
she
"I'm
was good.
okay. Thank you."
Yeah. But yeah, man. I so yeah, like Jessica was saying, I was at work, she let me know what was going on, and I got home a little late, you know,
Yeah.
gave her a little back massage cuz her back was hurting. And I mean, we went all what was it? Sunday?
Mhm.
Yeah, Sunday. She
Sunday it
Yeah, it
wasn't
wasn't
that
bad.
bad, but then Monday it was like ramping up a little bit. That's when like my back pain was like literally every 5 minutes. It was like the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
And then it was like all night. It's like awesome, not sleeping tonight. And then, well, like first of all, why didn't I have the baby on Monday when the contractions started on Sunday? And then Tuesday, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is the day. No, it's not. Like again, back pain all day, all night. And then I was like, all right, yeah, no, it was starting to ramp up a little bit. By then, we called the midwife like 3 times in the middle of the night. I felt bad, but I was
I
like,
did too, you know.
but I mean, that's like, that's part of their job. But I was like, dang, I'm really sorry. But I was like, I don't know.
It makes you, yeah, you get to a point where you're like, man, I really don't want to make this phone call right now.
Yeah, but I was like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, this phone call needs to be made.
When you told me to call the midwife, You told me what? All 3 times.
Yeah.
Took. I called the midwife, and we let the midwife know, hey, she's having a little bit of back pain.
Seems to be ramping up,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. So just letting y'all know. So second phone call, like okay, uh, seems to be getting worse. So then that's when we downloaded
Yeah,
the
the
app.
contractions app so I
Yeah,
can time
yeah,
it, see how long they are, and then see how far apart they are. Because it has to be like a certain, I think it was like, it has to be like 5 minutes apart, like a minute long. And they
yeah.
were getting to be like over like
For
a
at least an
minute.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then yeah, so we had the little counter thing, and every time she'd have a contraction, boop, hit the button.
I didn't even know if they were contractions. I just was like counting my back
Well,
pain
yeah,
basically because I
yeah,
was like, I
exactly.
didn't know because I was looking it up. I was like, okay, back labor pain, and I was like, that's not like a contraction. Didn't say it was, but apparently, I guess that was like my contractions the whole time was just in my back because I was
Yeah,
like, I don't feel anything like in my stomach, and that's they were like, it should feel like a period cramp, and I'm like, I'm not cramping, but my back was
yeah.
spazzing out on me.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
I it yeah it, and then I remember you took a shower.
yeah,
We lay down,
mm,
try to go to sleep.
and it did.
I mean, I was kind of like in a sleep where I was like very alert, but I was sleeping.
Yeah,
That's
you
how
would.
I felt.
Yeah.
It was weird.
You weren't paying attention sometimes. It's fine. And
Yeah.
I'm like, hello?
Yeah, I
Hello?
know, and it's like
Hello?
I'm still alert, but I'm not alert.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That damn mic. It'll
Chicken
start.
nuggets
Oh, is it in the microwave or is it
in
a
the air fryer.
yes?
Yeah.
All right, it quit.
Anywho.
Sorry, guys.
Food.
But yeah, food calls. Where was I? Oh yeah, the and then the third when you woke me up. That's what I was talking about, right? Yeah.
Hmm.
When you woke me up again, I mean, I was like, this is it.
Oh yeah, we called her again.
Yeah, we
She's
called her
like,
again, and then
okay, like take a bath, or like a shower, because then if the contractions were real, it's not gonna, the water won't like calm it down.
that was the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the second time.
So then, yeah, I
Yeah.
took the bath and I was like, no, it's still happening. So, I was just like, all right, it's fine. We'll just, you know, keep going.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, it was just like not getting better. I was like, no, it's time to call her again.
That yep, and that's when I called her a
Yeah,
third time. And
it was
then
like 4 a.m., I
we were
think,
talking to the
4 or
midwife.
5.
We were talking to the midwife,
Mm-hmm.
and I told the midwife, yeah, I mean, she's it's starting to back to back.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, let me talk to Jessica. And Jess got on the phone.
I'm like breathing through my
Yeah.
pain. I'm like,
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah. And uh the midwife was like, do you want to come in?
And I was like, I
Because
don't know. I'm like,
it's
I don't
not
know if it's real or not. I'm
I
like, I don't know if
know
this is like it.
I felt the same way. And uh the reason that the midwife is that way is not that they don't want you to go, they want to like, is that you don't want to keep going back and forth.
Yeah,
It's not
especially
like the
because
hospital.
it's like in Chantilly, so it's like a hike.
Yeah.
So we would have to go back home and then back up there.
Yeah.
Um, and
And
it's like just
then
making sure that it's actually real. Because yeah, like a hospital, like, all right, sure, you can just stay in the bed
yeah,
till
that's
it
it.
ever happens.
Yeah,
But then I
what
think
you gotta
there's
do.
also like a limit for like hospitals. It's like if you're there for a certain amount of time and like it's just not happening, it's like, all right, well, we'll do something else to make it happen. Give you like a,
The pitocin
yeah, the
or whatever.
pitocin to
Yeah.
ramp it up, which like makes I think things worse, or at least the contractions are like more intense and everything because your body's like, what the heck is this? This is not natural.
Yeah.
And or they're like, oh, time to just cut you open. The baby don't want to come out. I'm
Yeah.
like, give the baby a chance.
Yeah. So uh when she was like, yeah, she wants to go. She's like, all right, well, we'll be there in an hour. And I'm like,
hmm
all right, 1 hour. And We grabbed the bags that we had ready and we got
Yeah.
in a car and we left. And the whole way there, uh, there was even one. Okay, y'all gonna make fun of me. I kind of wanted to call the police to
Oh.
see if I could get a police escort because I thought it would be cool.
Yeah, I think you were like, I think it was, I don't know, the night before or something, you were like watching the videos of like the people that end up giving like birth on like the side of the road
Yeah,
or speeding and then got pulled over and the cop's like, "Oh, snap. Okay, I got you.
yeah,
Don't worry about the ticket. I'll just drive you
yeah.
there."
Like I'll escort you to the highway or something like that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping for that, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do
Yeah, I was like, "That's too much." And like
it. There's no traffic, nothing. You
yeah.
know, like I
Yeah.
mean, rush hour was getting ready to start in the morning, but we
Yeah, we dodged
managed.
that.
Yeah, we dodged it.
Yeah.
Thank God we dodged it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, um, we get to the birthing center, and about an hour, hour and a half goes by, I think. And you know, once we all got settled and everything, and
Mm.
um, the midwife goes to check Jess, and she's like, "Oh, oh, you're 7 centimeters," and I'm like, "What the hell?" She's 7 centimeters.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, snap." I was like, "I'm glad like we went when we did cuz you
I
were like,
know.
"Why don't we just wait till they open?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not waiting. Like I'm in pain. I need to get this like checked out."
Yeah, I was very surprised that you were 7 centimeters.
Yeah, I was like, "Wow, I'm handling this pretty well."
I mean, we even went outside and went for a walk.
Yeah, she's like, "Yeah, you can like walk around." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, sure." I mean, it's better than just like
Yeah.
sitting there.
We talked about the birthing center last week,
Mhm.
on our last episode, and I mean, oh my God, the staff there. I mean, the ladies we had were incredible.
Yeah, the midwife and the
The
nurse.
nurse and
Mhm.
then the other ladies that walked in at the end and
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, it was
Yeah, we
just
had a whole
amazing.
party.
I know, right?
They're like, "Hey, we have somebody. Can they come watch?" I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah,
sure."
sure,
Yeah.
yeah, no problem. You know, we were very, very. I mean, oh my God, those ladies, man. A shout out to those ladies.
Yeah.
We love you so much. Thank you so much for what you did for us. It was incredible. The
Yeah.
experience was incredible. So, speaking of the experience,
Yeah.
like, so a few hours go by, and Jessica was laying in the bed, and she has a contraction, and she tells me, Alfredo, I felt like I had to push on that contraction. I was like, oh, really? I'm sitting there thinking inside of my head, I'm like, she's going to start pushing soon. And
It's getting real.
yeah, it's getting real. And the next contraction you had, which was right after that, same thing. You
Yeah.
felt like you
And
had
it was
to.
just us. I was like, "Nah, you need to go find her." I was like, "I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now." I was like,
Yeah.
"I don't want to push and no one's around or whatever."
Yeah.
Plus, I wanted to be in the get
That's when
back in
she checked you
the
again, right?
tub. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
she said I was like 9. She's like, "I
Yeah.
mean, that's fine." I
You're
was
like
like,
almost 10.
"Yeah." I'm like, "All right, cool. Let's hop
Yeah.
back in the little tub."
And yeah, when we got in the tub, not long after we got in the tub, we were in the tub for maybe 5 or 10 minutes,
Mm.
and Jessica just starts. I mean, when she's contracting, she kind of wasn't doing at the beginning what she needed to do in order to keep the pressure down. It's kind of like you're making him go down the rest of the way.
Yeah, I think she was like, it's like 2 steps forward and then 1 step back
Yeah,
every time. So it's like the harder you push, the more he'll go down.
yeah.
So
And Jessica pushed for an hour and 22 minutes.
mhm.
1 hour, 22 minutes after she started pushing, Ezra pops out.
Yeah. Legit.
So, yeah, like,
It's not just like it
no,
popped out.
and oh my God, the experience of that for me was just amazing. Amazing. I've never,
Yeah, you got to watch it. I mean, I was doing it, but I don't
yeah.
like I didn't see.
So, the midwife was holding the mirror. It was a mirror she was putting inside of the tub so we can see underneath Jess. And it starts getting like real. Like, so it's very, I think it's very rare. So when your water breaks, that's because the membrane
Yeah,
that
like the amniotic fluid is like
yeah, it
burst.
it burst.
Hmm.
Ezra's did not burst.
Yeah, my water never broke, which
Yeah, her,
was weird.
yeah, her water never broke until he hit the water. Until he, I think I think I'm the one that broke it because of when
Oh,
he landed in my hand.
well, no, I think because like you were saying, like when I was pushing, it was like the sack was like coming out first, so it looked like a little
Yeah,
balloon down there, and then I guess it was probably like one point the pressure was just too much, so that popped, and then as his head popped out, and then his whole body just like burst
I
out. It was
know.
like in like 5 seconds, the whole thing was done.
Like, oh my god. I
You're
mean,
like, he's out, he's out. I was like,
yeah, I
oh.
start yelling. I start yelling at Jess, and I'm like, he's out, baby, he's out. So this is what I want to get to. Okay. Do you remember throughout your whole pregnancy, I was like, I can't wait
Yeah.
for you to feel the love
Mhm.
that, I mean, when you look at this baby, you feel a sense of, oh my, like your whole world changes.
Yeah.
I told that to Jessica, like throughout her whole pregnancy, like I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. And sure enough, my wife did not disappoint me. Cause as soon as I told her he's out, all you hear is Jessica yelling, "My baby, hi baby, hi baby." And I have never heard your voice
Mhm.
the way I did when he came out.
Oh.
Never. I'll never forget it. It was an
Yeah, it was
awesome
like relief
experience.
and like excitement all in one,
Yeah,
It's like, oh my
yeah.
god, I'm done and he's here. Oh snap.
Uh, Lena and Xavier were both C sections,
Mhm.
so I really didn't get to experience that.
Yeah.
And thinking back, oh my god, if I would have just, man, if I wouldn't have been the person that I was when my kids were born, man, and had a clear mind somewhat,
Mhm.
I regret not doing it. I would have done it just the way we did it, cause it,
Oh, like through like the birthing
yeah, through
center?
the birthing center,
Mm.
yeah, cause it was just an incredible experience.
Yeah,
Like
it was.
I think I think every man would appreciate it if appreciate women more if they were to actually go through like what I went through
Like
with you.
be in the experience
Yes,
more,
be in the experience
not
more.
just in the
Yeah,
room. Cuz
yeah,
I feel like I mean, I don't know, I've never done it at a hospital, but I mean like even with my sister it was like we're just kind of there and it's like doing what we can do or what the doctor or nurse says that you can help with.
yeah,
But and plus like if you're on an epidural, you're just like bedridden, so that like sucks. You can't go
yeah.
anywhere. Um, but then being in like the birthing center, you're like more hands on. Like when we got in the tub, you got like when I got in the tub, you came in with me, like giving me back massages and everything. And so it was like the midwife and the nurse, which like really helped since my back pain was like off the wall.
Man, uh,
But
that moment was so magical,
yeah,
and
wish it could have been like recorded. Maybe we'll record the next birth. Have a photographer there and stuff, get the pictures.
no,
Why?
no.
What?
There's enough pictures out there of me crying.
Well, they're mostly of me, anyways, going through my labor.
I
Oh,
yeah. No, it's
yeah. Didn't you say, like, before, like, he even came out, you were, like, crying behind me, but you didn't want me to know?
oh, okay. So let me explain that, right? Uh, when I was behind Jessica, she was on her knees in the tub,
Mhm.
and she was resting on the out. kind of
Yeah,
like
on the edge.
on the edge of the tub, and when she really started getting into the pushing, when you started getting into the pushing,
Mhm.
um, it as as your husband, that's one point in my life where I felt like I was useless to you.
Mm.
You know, like I could not help you,
Yeah.
and I cried. I cried about it. Like I even get a little emotional thinking about it now because it's like, man, I the pain you're going through right now, and I can't help you.
Mhm.
I felt so hopeless in that moment.
Yeah.
But in that moment, you lifted me up because the strength, the pain, the I mean, what you endured
Mhm.
is I I can't describe it. There's
Yeah.
no words. There's
Even
really
like
no words.
I think I don't know if it was before we left or like after we got there, but I'm like I'm never doing this again. This is like the worst. I was like I don't want another kid. This is it.
Yeah, I
I was like I
remember.
can't.
Yeah.
I'm like this is terrible.
But I mean,
I would do it again though.
right? You know, like man,
You
it's
forget
just
about it after.
yeah, and I mean, I can't get over that. I you know, before we had Ezra,
Mhm.
I highly respected you. That's one thing we've
Thanks.
built. That's one thing we've built in our relationship
Yeah.
is the respect we have for one another.
Yeah, it's
Like
major.
I know when my wife when my wife says something, I know she means it. I respect it, and vice versa.
Mhm.
I believe with me. Uh, but now it's like, man, what you went through. I mean, that's a new kind of respect for you. That because yeah, I mean, it's hard to explain it the way that I'm looking at it, but it's just kind of like
Like respect for like what my body can do or and what I did,
and
kind of.
yeah, and what you did
Mhm.
because let me just point out to everybody, Jess, this is her first,
Mhm.
and
I feel like I stayed pretty calm through the whole thing, honestly.
yeah,
Like it was just deep breaths the whole time.
and it was like nothing to her, like
It was still something.
no, no, no. I mean, but the
But
way
yeah,
you made it
yeah,
seem, but
yeah.
it was just like, oh my god! And even the nurses at the birthing center were just like,
Nobody would know that you're in here
no,
giving
yeah,
birth.
nobody would
Like,
know. And um, a a how do I put it? Man, I'm it was it was so. I respect you so much for it. I don't even know how to describe it. Seriously,
at a loss for words.
I am. I'm at a loss for words. And oh, back to what we were talking about of me crying.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah, like I was, man, I felt so hopeless at that moment. But I'm so proud of you, and
Thank you.
I'm so proud of the fact that, like, man, like I look at you now, and I'm like, man, this is my wife. You know what I mean? Like,
She did that.
yeah, she did that shit. You know? Oops, did I say a cuss word? My bad. God, now I gotta put an explicit warning on the.
Really?
I think so, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I said the S word. There you have it. No, but yeah, um, incredible. But yeah, thank you for joining us today. We really do appreciate it. I mean, oh my God, life is
Great.
great, and it's
Yeah.
about to get real. Like
Yeah.
we're back in baby status now, so yeah, it's
Mhm.
incredible. But yeah,
It's
thank you
pretty
for
awesome.
everybody. Thank you to everybody for joining us today.
Yeah.
We're going to be signing off because we don't want to take too much of your time. And we got some special stuff coming up. Don't forget at the end of the video, Jessica, what are they supposed to do at the end of the video?
You gotta like it, comment, talk about what you thought was cool for my birth story, subscribe, share it with a friend,
Yeah,
all
do
that good
something.
stuff.
So, yeah, all those
Hype us up.
things
Be the hype man.
like, share, comment, subscribe. It's four things. There's a lot of stuff to do, but it helps
It's just
us out.
clicks. You just
Yeah,
click.
yeah, yeah.
You
Just
don't even
click.
have to do
Just
anything.
real quick. Like, while I'm talking about it, just hit the like button.
Your comment could be an emoji.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be words.
But thank you for joining us. We really do appreciate all the love we've received from friends and family. We love you
Yeah.
guys back. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Big hugs.
Yeah, big hugs. We will catch you on the next episode of PS and
Jess.
see y'all later.
Bye.